Okay, so where's the music? Hold on, I gotta go fix this music. All right, we got it. And a shirt that doesn't fucking get fucking filtered by the blue screen. I'm gonna eat this cracker. I'm gonna eat this cracker. All right, guys, welcome. What we got today? Chest day, baby. Let's get our workout pulled up real quick. Where'd this hammer come from? Why is there just a hammer out here now? Why do I feel like I should know? Now chasing the wind. Don't chase the wind. Dude, that's what you call a tornado chaser. Storm chasers. How easily distracted I am. Netflix was was the thing that was open, and I'm just like start scrolling through, like, let me see what movies there are right now. Like that's not what you're here to do, man. Come on. Like 2 fucking hours late already. Monday's late start, okay? I know. Then we got chess today though. 8-11. Let me just check one thing real quick. I'll make sure YouTube's good. Should be. We got audio on YouTube? We do. Yay! Hey yo. Hey yo. So first one. Yeah. Zero. How was your weekend? Let's see. Oh my God. Just imagine that didn't happen. I take it back. 2.7. Well, trying to show off to new people coming in the chat. Like, check this out. Like what? Check out what? Yeah, shit. Not today, I guess. There's good and bad days, and today is a bad one. No, actually, today's a pretty good day. I don't have it, other than the fact that it's going to be like 100 fucking degrees. It's going to be a great day. And I'm Sixer, huh? Oh, hell yeah, you did. I mean, what is the average size? Like, I don't even know. Like, I'm not even sure. You know, like, can it even be trusted? Like, none of these tests. They can't. You can't unless somebody else measured it for you. It can't be trusted. You see all these like averages. Like, I mean, you know, for a while there was like a commercial that was going across YouTube, right? Like, I kept coming across my feed. One of those guys trying to sell his alpha speeches, right? Like talking about how every the average size of a man's junk in the U.S. is this or whatever, and he's like, we have the average size of men in my company. Like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything, bro? Like, Jesus Christ, dude. Everybody in my company has a big dick. Like, okay, cool. I guess swinging a fucking sausage party, huh? Yeah, 5 to 7. I was gonna say it's like right around 5 to 7 inches. You know, I think too. Like that. You know, I don't know. There, you got growers and you got showers, I suppose too, right? Like dudes that just like. I would be a grower for sure. If anybody's curious, I mean. I know, right? Like OnlyFans. Let's see. Let's see. OnlyFans with a tape measure. Come on. D size verification. You are D size verified. All right. God, I don't feel like doing this today. It's like one of those days, you know? Every fucking plate is somewhere else. It's like I gotta put my gym together just to be able to work out in it. It's not really that bad. I'm just bitching. All right, we'll do some banded chest flies. Oh, that's a good song. I heard this one in a while. Losing time. I hate that one last call. I remember on my brother's 21st birthday, I went out with him. Him and his friend, a couple friends went out, and so I went out with them, and I brought this little like flask thing. I don't remember what the fuck it was. It was like some kind of little hide a flask thing, and I brought it with me, and we were in there, and we were like in the bar. It was around like 1:30, right before like last call. I got caught at the bar taking a sip off my flask, and I ordered another drink. I ordered another beer, and the bartender fucking slid me the beer, and she's like, "There he is," and she slid me the beer, and I got the beer in my hand, and I looked over, and the fucking bouncer was right there. He's like, "Come on, let's go." And I was like, "Oh man, that's fucked." And I like grabbed my beer real quick and I slammed it. He like tried to stop me real quick. I was like, I paid for it, dude. Do you think you're gonna kick me out without drinking? You took my fucking money and my tip, and then told on me. Like 30 minutes before fucking closing. It was all right though. I went out, then I fucking hung out. He gave me my flask back. He didn't take it. He like took it from me, but he didn't like take it. He gave it to me when I went out. So I sat outside the bar drinking with a couple homeless guys. Waiting for my brother to get out of there. What a fucking time. This is why I don't go out in public and drink. I can't do it. I just like look at this. How do I do that? How do I get this thing out? Oh, fuck me, man. Jesus Christ. How is this gonna happen? That is in there. I think somebody might have like. Can somebody explain to me why this 12-pound medicine ball is wedged inside this ring?
I don't know. Like, is it wedged?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've been trying to get it out. I just don't know how. Like.
I mean.
Oh, I know how it wasn't you. I think we just like clean it there, and it's just got stuck over time. Like the weight of it just like got stuck.
Yeah, give it a try. Muscles.
Like you could, like maybe you feel like this, they can just like get it out like that. I don't know. Like someone can
All right.
Like someone can,
I mean, I don't know.
like someone can hold it and like you could just like damn it. Yeah. I don't know.
All right, let's see here. I mean, how do you get that out of there?
I don't know.
Like,
It's like,
All right, who's got?
no, you're not gonna look. I tried to knee it, and it fucking hurts.
No, I don't have that.
I mean, the best I could think is like you could use like that and like just like hit it, so you like maybe get out. But I don't
How
know.
do we get this fucking thing out of here? Here, I know. Hold that up.
Watch your toes.
Watch yourself. Mother. Oh God.
That's like super stuck in there. I don't know how.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, how did it get this stuck in here,
I
man?
don't know.
Like, this is way more stuck than just like stuck.
I was getting maybe cat style. I'd be like, there's no way a cat got it that deep in there.
No.
It's like it's probably like the weight of itself just like kept getting like wedged.
Well, when we get it out, it can't go back in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we get it the fuck out. Like, I need my fucking 4-pound sledgehammer.
That
Pretty sure it's one of those spots.
Ah, it doesn't even know.
oh yeah.
Jesus Christ! I've wanted to use this thing for so long, but I don't know how I got stuck so badly. It's been stuck like this for a while, and I've been like meaning to ask who stuck the ball in here. But it's been a long time. I don't know. It's been like this forever. It's been getting moved around because it's been fucking stuck. God damn it. What am I supposed to do? There we go. Maybe. I mean, this thing's getting toasted. Like.
It's got. I mean, like,
Oh my God, I'm getting it.
what is this?
You know.
Going. There you go.
Okay,
There we go.
don't ever fucking stick that thing in there again.
Nice warm up.
Another set of that.
Another set of that? No, thank you. Never again.
Never ever did another set.
I need to do another set of that. I'm taking one of these.
Is it ghost or is
I don't think I got anything in there. It's all good. Okay, chest. Ah, fun times, you know? Fun times. All right. Let's see. Where's the resistance band? I don't want anybody. When I think about you, I touch myself. I touch myself. Let's get that out of the way. This, let's see. Am I gonna need that? I don't know. Want this kind of out of my way too. Oh. Electric nuts. What's going on, man?
40 more to go. You can't see it. It's too. That's not here.
So, I know you had sent me something about Cursor, right? So that big update that they came out with released ChatGPT 5, and they are letting it go for like, you can use it for free, I suppose, for like a first week. I think they said the first 7 days, something like that. First little bit, they're going to be allowing paid users to use it without having to be a max user. It works pretty good. Oh no, I mean, Cloud 4. Cloud is pretty decent though. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. I mean, I use Cursor like on a daily basis. No, I pretty much see all the updates. And I was like on top of that one, dude. When they released it, they released a big note along with it that said, with the release of ChatGPT 5, they're, integrated in with Cursor, and they're letting people use it for all paid accounts can have access to it for free right now. Otherwise, after that, the GPT models have always been paid. Like you got to enable billing on your account to utilize it. So like being able to use ChatGPT 5 and really just like use the fucking shit out of it. It's actually kind of nice because, you don't have Yeah, I mean, the only other option, like if I were to try and use like ChatGPT 4.5 like prior, it would cost me like $5 a fucking tool call. You know what I mean? Like it's not cheap, bro. Like as opposed to Cursor, where you pay like okay, so like $20 a month, right? And that gets you access to like cloud for like if you pay like $60 a month, then you're Pro Plus. If you pay like or whatever, if you pay like $200 a month, then you get like 10 times the amount of fucking you know calls and shit like that, and access to a lot more AI and stuff like that for free discounts on other AIs and stuff like that, like for their calls. It's it changes all the time, dude. All the time. One month it'll be like this, and the next month it'll be something different. I mean, I've been on Cursor for like 6 months now, I think, and I think they've gone through like three major changes as far as like account types and brought in quite a few different new models in on top of it all. All right. Yeah, I really like Cursor. I mean, as far as like simulator options go, can't you just push the build to your phone? Like that's most of the time what I'll do. But I mean, I have Android Studio installed as well, and with Android Studio, you can install Android emulators and like different phones or whatever. And uh, yeah, I mean, I just use the default one that is installed, but you can go in and do some different stuff with the emulators. It is kind of handy because it keeps everything. You can really clearly see log files and stuff like that, right? Like what's happening in the back end while the application is running. So that's really a fucking real nice feature. But like sometimes too, like with with certain platforms, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Second iPhone. I never even thought about that. Nobody ever calls me. See, so I'd say like most of the like if I get a call, it's like usually like doctors or something like that. I'm some business around town or some shit, right? No one calls me. Uh, so, I'm gonna blow my nose. Hold on, let me put my mic down real fast. No, it doesn't shut it up completely, but all right. So my wife, the store is the owner's retiring. He's like, I'm out. I'm out. He's bailing. He should have fucking retired. He should have retired years ago, dude. He should have retired like 5 years ago. But he didn't. He hasn't. So anyway, they're getting new owners at the store, and they're going through all this transition right now. And literally, like, in like the 14th, I think is the official date where they're like officially going to change ownership, right? So the owners, they're a couple. They're. I guess they're here in town. I don't know if they moved here or if they've been here or whatever. But like, they're here in Oregon. They're local. They're not too far away or whatever. So they're familiar with this area. Well, she's not going to. She's not going to take over this store right now. Just like there was a lot of issues and just things. I mean, it takes time, right? Like that is still not off the burner. You know what I mean? But there's like for this moment in time, this is honestly probably going to be the best opportunity for her, because like ultimately this will be really good, right? Because like think about it like this, right? So what they want is the new owners want to ultimately have a bigger store, right? But they don't let new owners have new stores. You have to own a store for 2 years before they'll give you a new store, right? Like, what that, or, like one of the newer stores that they have built, right? Like sometimes there's like some failed attempts or whatever. You know what I mean? Things don't always work out, but like they generally want to have like established owners come in and take over ownership of, say, a different, larger store in a different area, so they would get a store up in like Portland or something, right? Like, and so in 2 years, potentially, you know what I mean? Like, it could work out to where, my wife could, in a sense, own this, maybe we get the ownership of this store while they go and move on to a bigger, better store, right? And like, win-win for everybody, right? So ultimately, right here, right now, where we're looking at is my wife's the manager of the store. There's employees that have verbally stated if she goes, I go. I'm out. You know what I mean? Like she is the only fucking reason that I'm here, right? And my wife has verbally said to the new owners, like everybody's excited, right? They're hoping that like, the things that, the promises that they're saying, oh, we're going to get new computers, we're going to get new this, we're going to get new that. Like all this it's fucking happening like as soon as we can take over, right? Like as soon as it's officially ours, we're fucking doing all this. And so hopefully they're not biting off more than they can chew, and they can stand back behind the words they're saying. And I mean, time will tell. But like they've had an interview with my wife yesterday, or no, Saturday after work. They went out to like a dinner interview thing here in town, and it's just, I mean, it's good. I mean, good. I think this is going to definitely be a good thing for her. She's going to stop being abused, right? Because like right now, currently, she's basically running that fucking store and not getting paid for it, right? You know what I mean? Like she's the one that's doing everything, that's managing all of this, that's overseeing everything, that's doing the fucking job that's required of the independent owner operators to do for themselves. She's the one doing it. And these people are coming in and they're like talking and they're finding all this shit out and they're just like, oh my God, like the hell is going on here? Like this is fucked up. But at the same time, you got to kind of understand this, right? History of the company. this guy is the son of like store number 5, right? Like, so like this, his dad was like one of the first 10 grocery outlet stores to open, right? Like, he didn't build his store to be a grocery outlet. He built his store as a grocery store and then grocery outlet. They came in and they partnered up, right? And so he's been grandfathered into this thing, and his dad actually owned multiple stores, right? So like his dad owned like many, like three or four stores, I believe. uh and then now him and his sister ultimately ended up taking over, each of them taking over a store, right? His sister took over the store that his mom had, and he took over the store that his dad had. So, like, his dad had a contract with them years and years ago that stated that within a 50-mile radius, they couldn't put another grocery outlet, right? But then him and his mom split up, like him and his wife split up, and he fucking went off and he built another grocery outlet in Salem, right? And so because he did that, he breached the contract. He breached his own contract, right? Like by doing that, like and so it was like a way for them to get out, and then they fucking started putting grocery outlets everywhere, right? Because that ultimately broke that contract, right? And that was like back in the fucking 90s or some shit, like, so like maybe even, yeah, somewhere around there, 90s ish. Kind of crazy, like, and so you think about it like that, right? Like, this guy isn't now they have grocery outlets like nationwide, right? Like, and this guy is like literally kind of like tied to the very, very beginning roots of it, right? His family is still heavily intertwined. This is the only store where the owner actually owned the building, right? So now what's happening is grocery outlet is going to lease this property. They're going to lease this building from him because they have nowhere to move the building, the store to yet. While they want to put a new store in this town, it would take them a few years to be able to get to that, right? And ultimately, these people that took ownership, they want to be somewhere like in Portland, right? That's what they want. So, I mean, there's my wife has options here. You know what I mean? She really does. She's got a lot of leverage. And in their interview, they basically said, all right, give us an offer. Let us know what you want. We want you to be happy. Like, salary or hourly, whatever give us a number and we'll talk from there. I'm like, hell yeah, that sounds good. I mean, without her, this their job becomes a lot harder, right? You know what I mean? And what's a grocery store employee like? What's a grocery store manager worth in the state of Oregon? Well, it depends. I mean, a job can pay up to upwards to $90,000 a year for high end. You know what I mean? Very good stores. Now, are they going to pay something like that? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think like, somewhere around the range of like 80 to 85,000 is a good place to start. Throw a fucking number out there, right? You know what I mean? Like, at like, say, 45 to upwards to say 55 hours a week, somewhere along that window of time, maybe in special occasions with, we can push that a little bit, or something. But I mean, it's just, it's up to her, whatever she wants to negotiate. I'm here for it all the way. All right, I think we got to lower the bench down just one. It'll definitely be good. Either way, right? I mean, here's the deal, right? She can't get paid less than $75,000 a year for 5 days a week. That's bare minimum, because anything less than that, and she would actually be making less than what she currently is. And that what's the point? You know? Well, she wouldn't really necessarily, but she would be bringing home less money. And the thing is she needs to be able to bring home the same amount of money, and preferably more because, well, she hasn't had a raise in a long ass fucking time. And being able to have consistently, and maybe even potentially have like bonuses is available, like performance or bonuses based on stores sales, things like that. So it's definitely a really good opportunity for her, I think. And I think it's definitely a step into the right direction, like by how can I say this? Like legitimizing, I mean, I don't know, going through something a little bit more professionally, because as great as the owner has been to her, he's been abusing the fuck out of her, dude. 100%, right? And to be able to have somebody, two people who are like of the same age group, right? You know what I mean? Like as she is, who are perfectly capable, physically able, and eager, and actually have something vested into this, right? Wanting to be able to make this a good experience for themselves as well, right? And like, genuinely sounding like pretty good people. So we'll just see how it goes. I mean, first impressions right now, my wife says she just thinks they're really great, right? Like, and they seem nice, and everything's looking pretty good. So we'll just have to see. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Okay. And I don't think I'm looking for my job back either. That's not, I mean, I don't want it. It was pretty fucking messy, right? Like, it's better without me there, I think. I mean, I've been looking, dude, for like, I've been applying for things. There's a couple gigs I'm looking at, and I'm like, they're still open. They haven't responded back, but like, the jobs haven't closed either. I just keep getting more and more applicants, though. But like, there's a few like mergers where you literally like you're basically like a tech guy. They call and you go. They call tech on-call tech staffing solutions companies, things like that, right? Where they just look for people in areas to go and manage their devices or install their upgrades. Point of sale installations, gas stations, thrift stores, things like that, restaurants, upgrades, server repairs, maintenance, changing CPUs and devices, things like that. They need somebody hands-on physically to go and do these things. And then you basically do it, and then you're like, okay, it's done, It's in, it's plugged in. Is it powered on? Is it this? Is it that? Okay, blah, blah, blah. All right, turn it on, And then they fucking take over remotely, man, and they do whatever. They push their fucking updates and shit. You're just like the fucking hands on the ground, right? Like, that's it. You just do the dumb shit that they can't do. And then, they push the buttons to do the shit that they can't fucking do. But no, seriously, it's like, there's a lot of these tech jobs, right, that are out there. And these tech companies like Field Nation, Work Market, right? Both these places are like places you can go to get work. Just people post their jobs, usually like just contract based stuff, right? But like, there's jobs all over the place, man. A lot of them, they don't really require much of anything. Like on Field Nation, if they require a background check or drug test, it's something that you can pay for, right? You just pay for their approved background check or their drug test. Pay for it, fill the form out, right? They do like, you do a lab screening test. Pretty simple shit. Like, and, sometimes they require drug tests, within 6 months, within a year, just a drug test period, right? Which I've had a drug test on the site, but I haven't had one in the last year. So that kind of disqualifies me for a lot of jobs that are out there. But I could get one for like $54. It's cheap, man. It's not that expensive to go and get a drug test, right? Like, and oh fuck, man. Oh Jesus. Ah, my boobies. I was watching these videos, dude. I've been having all these crazy ass videos come across. Like YouTube algorithm is like, they're like, what does this guy want to watch? We don't even know. Like, do you want to watch police videos, chases? Like, do you want to watch animal encounters, people climbing mountains, boats and their boating accidents, like worksite accidents? Well, I mean, YouTube just sends me all kinds of random shit. But they sent me these animal encounter things, and there was this one where this little kid walks outside, and there's this fucking turkey, bro, just like sitting on the front porch, and the kid must be like 2 or 3 years old, right? And he walks out there, and he's like, "Huh, hey, turkey, hey." He's like, "You want to come inside?" He's like, "Yeah." He's coming in, and his dad, you hear his mom and his dad, like, "No, no, 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 no." He's all like sitting there, like standing there, like talking to the turkey. It's like the turkey's like as tall as he is, just gobbling back. Like, holy shit, man. I'd be like almost a little nervous, man. I'd probably like want to get my kid inside, because I know it's a turkey, but like but still, like they can, they have a beak and shit. Like they can bite, they can do stuff, like especially to a little kid. But no, it's fucking funny. The turkey wasn't gonna do shit. It was more curious than anything. And then I saw this one where they like compared all these animals and like just these dash cam videos of people hitting animals, right? Or like recordings of people like hitting an animal somehow. Trains hitting fucking cattle, right? And they just like all the different countries, like the different kind of like animal hazards that exist. Like here in Oregon, we got like bear, not very often, right? Depends on where you're at, and like you'd have to kind of really be out there, but they're here, right? And then you've got, let's see, what do we got? Like deer, antelope, caribou, elk, like all of those kind of creatures. And then there's a bunch of small game, right? Like rabbits and this and that, like squirrels, birds, turkeys, ducks, geese, quail, chickens, fucking all kinds of fowl, right? Like so we got a lot of animal here in Oregon that can get onto our roads and become little road hazards for accidents. I mean, honestly, if you ever are about ready to hit an animal in a car, I mean, unless you can safely, avoid it, you really, I mean, fuck, there ain't, people trying to swerve out of the way is oftentimes what causes the really bad accident, right? Like, if you just keep fucking driving and just slow down, right? Safely, like as safe as you can, and most importantly, don't make any insane corrections by like cranking the fucking steering wheel one way or the other. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. Yeah, Mrs. Robinson. Uh-oh. Oh, Junior's starting to drink protein shakes. God, man, that kid's gonna get ripped. Bro, he's already getting ripped. Oh man, it's already fucking hot as shit out here, dude. Hold on. Who's doing dishes? Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Want to get pants set up? This way. That way we can get some good circulation. Today. Just gonna make sure all the fucking fans are on, man, blowing shit all over the house. We got the ACs on, cranked up. It's gonna get fucking hot. Oh, baby! Whoop. Oh. Oh man. Holy shit. Fuck, man. It's hot. God damn. All right. One more set of these, then we got incline. Let's do it. All right. We'll be here crushing it. Oh, fuck, man. We didn't get our reps there. Oh. Oh. We came close, though. Whew, baby. Shit's tough, dude. Okay. Hey, Jaden.
Yeah.
Can you help me for a minute?
Yeah. What?
I need to. I just don't want to strip this weight.
Huh?
I want to do incline.
Oh, I see.
Here.
You gotta strip the weight or
Yeah, pull that pin. And put it in. Somewhere around there, yeah. Okay. Let me see.
want to raise that.
Huh?
Oh, nothing. Incline's always been just like a little weirdness, but yeah, that looks pretty good. How does it feel?
Well, it depends. Where are we at on the pins? Let me see here.
You could go one lower.
Yeah, let's do it.
Pick her up. Try that.
Oh yeah, that's way better.
You gonna be good there?
Yep.
That's the bottom.
Perfect. All right, because I mean, at that point, if we go any lower, we're like
You're gonna be coming.
talking a couple inches out here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't
So-
go too far.
Yeah.
That's the one thing.
Thank you.
Whatever. I mean, yeah. But it's good though.
All right, thanks. Hell yeah. Oh shit. What the hell? I won't. I won't be any of that. Buzzing Ranger. Welcome in. We got chess today, and it is hot, man. Hell yeah. Oh, I'm going to separate these arms, too. That was the one other thing I wanted to do. All right, let's do that real quick. Okay, that way they're independent of one another. I mean, are you still? What are you currently trying to do? Are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to just maintain what you have? I know at one point you were kind of like in a little bit of a bulk, right? Like you were kind of trying to bulk up just a little, but then I think you did, and then yeah, just kind of clean up. I mean, so just really just like just kind of like recomposition type of stuff, right? Like just gain muscle, lose fat, right? The cat's hiding out from the heat. Smart animals. Smart animals. I was running this little hypothetical conversation with ChatGPT. You know, like so what if humanity just like suddenly just dropped dead in an instant across the fucking world? Just like every human body just became a fucking decaying sack of rotting flesh, right where it was standing, right? You know what I mean? Like, what would happen to the world? You know, without human intervention, you know, our corpses polluting fucking rivers for animals, and it would be absolutely chaotic, you know? Not a world I would want to be like, dude, I wish I could be the last person surviving. Nice, dude. Oh man. Oh fuck, dude. So go in now. Now what you should do, go into the GPTs and create one, right? Like go through like the creation process. If there's like some particular thing that you like want to have Chat GPT specifically do, you can make a GPT, and like, dude, they're so much more powerful than like just regular conversations. Oh yeah, Chat GPT is amazing. I have the paid version too. I'm guilty as charged. I'm guilty, and they charge me every month. And I let them. I just keep pleading guilty to that charge. Now, think about this, Buzzing Ranger. Okay, you only pay, well, I mean, unless you're big ballin', I'm assuming you only bought the $20 version, right? So imagine what $200 gets you. If we get a little glimpse at 20, what do you think 200 a month gets you access to? Okay, let's go 15 here. Oh yeah. So now that, welcome back, nuts. Here. Now that you have got ChatGPT, oh man. Oh nice. Yeah. So there's a hold on. There's an application called Sora. I'm going to give you a link. Now, if you have ChatGPT Pro, you should be able to go here and create an account too with your ChatGPT account, same one. And that is a image generation, and you can also generate within ChatGPT using Dolly, DALL.E. Dolly is their image generator. But if you go to Sora, you can look at Sora and you can generate images on Sora. And if you create your account, the quicker you create your account, the quicker you'll get access to the video generation stuff. They lock you out of video generation for like a little bit. I don't know how long, but they do. At least they did for me. Uh, and you should just be able to like log in with your ChatGPT account, right? Now, for people who are interested in coding, ChatGPT also has a codex. They have, I think it's literally called Codex, and it's a cloud-based code manager that can link up to your GitHub and actually edit and write code and stuff like that. It's kind of cool, kind of crazy, but I mean, Google also has one. Cursor also now has a command line interface tool that you can use. You can download the new Cursor, and I believe it comes with CLI tools. So you can, get into a folder with command line stuff and then make Cursor do shit from within there. Not exactly sure how all that works, but it's possible. Oh, who knows, People need it for something. Okay, let's go. 10 reps. Ah. Ah. Eight. Oh, fuck. All right. Ah. It was close. It was close. Oh, fuck. I'd say one of the AIs I haven't checked out in a little while is let me check it out right now. DeepSeek. Huh. Oh, this new version. Okay. Update. I was gonna say, I'm surprised this didn't have like an update or something. It's been a long time since I've opened it, but it does. I'm not sure what exactly it would have changed. Anyway, DeepSeek's a pretty good one. It was in the past. I liked it. I mean, oh, just running through some testing here. I'm gonna do another set of 15 here. I want to see what this says. I like DeepSeek. I like the way that you can see how it's. I like the way that DeepSeek works. The application is super fucking crisp and clean, and it's free. It's fucking free, dude. How like. Fuck, man. We're gonna rest here for just a second. I'm gonna finish this. Oh man, fuckers. You know what's interesting? And like, this is one of the things I like about DeepSeek, right? Is like, so like when you ask a question, for example, well, I mean, I'm not going to go into all the details here, but I said, what do you know about U.S. deportation efforts as of August 2025? Right? And so it searches the web and it comes up with this fucking thing and like gives me its thought process, right? Like looking at things and stuff like that and how it cites these sources and I can look at these sources and click on these and go to the links and then like in the end after it's like I ask it, so what are your tactics for determining these as factual or misleading statements, essentially gathering and giving and delivering the most accurate and credible sources and data, right? Oh, I mean, and then it kind of goes through and talks about how it does that, right? And then it gives me its statement and its answer, right? I like how you can see its thought process. And you can see how it's kind of breaking things down. Like, in a sense, like the AI is like evaluating you as the user and like, okay, what is it that this person is asking of me? What the fuck do they want to know? And I really like that it doesn't hide any of that. But yeah, like I said, DeepSeek's free. It's damn near just as good as ChatGPT. Uh, it can do web search. It can think. I believe you can upload images. You can upload files. Uh, there's no paid version that I know of. It's just free, which I think really pissed ChatGPT off because and OpenAI, ultimately because like they got upset when it's like you got like Sam Altman up there like shaking the hands of this guy like, hey, congratulations, and then the next day they get their fucking shit hacked. But like, and they had to shut down like the United States access, right, for like a day or two while they dealt with the security issues. That meaning they got hacked, bro. They got fucking hacked. That like the security breaches. They admitted. They said it. Like they didn't say who or what, but they said that there was security breaches, data access, and stuff like that they had to deal with. In order to deal with it, they had to shut down U.S. access. Meaning it was more than likely a United States-based attack. In Australia, they get shut down. Like other countries were able to still access. People were saying that, I don't know. There was a lot of speculation behind it. I really don't exactly know all the details, but I just know that when DeepSeek first came out, people didn't fucking like it. And they didn't like it because I think it threatened what they have. You got one company that wants to charge $200 a month and another company that's offering something of similar capabilities for fucking free, and it's a Chinese-based company at that, So, I mean, you can keep that in mind. I mean, I've had a lot of people throw that in my face, like, oh, you're giving your information to China. I mean, oh, you're giving your information to the U.S. government. Great, so much better. Like, I mean, to be fair, I give it to everybody, But yeah, anyway, all right, let's see. We got decline dumbbells. Let's get this thing up out of the way. Oh, there it is. How far down? I wonder if this will work over here for what I need. Just depends on how far down it'll go. Should work. I think it'll work just fine. What do you mean? Like what? Like Netflix and like that kind of stuff? Like they want to consolidate? Okay, let's see. Huh. I haven't really heard anything about it. My son told me that he was saying that, like, as far as video games go, he was saying that PlayStation is like finally wanting to like start to come around, I guess, and be like, oh yeah, more cross-platform games. I mean, it's funny. It's funny, you say that, like, because these two companies that you just mentioned, like, I could give a fuck about as far as I can spit about both of them. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't tell you the last time that I have ever been like, oh, let me go to fucking Hulu and watch some shows. Like, I used to have Hulu a long ass time ago, and then I was like, yeah, fuck that. Garbage, dumb shit. And I was like, I just went. I mean, Netflix was better, and same can be said about Disney, right? It's like I don't like. There's never been anything about Disney that I fucking wanted. You know what I mean? I mean, like I look, man. You see, this tattoo. This tattoo says Juggalo. This tattoo is the Riddle Box, an ICP label, right? One of the most like vulgar punk bands that exists, right? They are like totally like anti-government bullshit, like stuff like that, right? Like and they rap about like, fucking murder and like all this crazy chaotic just fucked up shit. If you know ICP, you know Insane Clown Posse, you can look them up. Actually, here's a fun fact about them. Disney was actually their fucking label for a little bit, right? Like, I'm not shitting you, dude. Disney was the label to fucking Insane Clown Posse. Like, and not only that, but like Walt Disney supported the fucking Nazis. Bro, like and a lot of the fucking old Disney cartoons are explicitly fucking racist, like intentionally so. And like, so I mean, to me, I was like fucking Disney, like, and anybody fucking who like wants to do a partnership with them in my book, fucking as well. Like, plus plus, I don't like their shit anyways. Like, there isn't anything that I'm just like, oh my god, Disney, I gotta watch that. Oh, they got Star Wars. Who fucking cares? Don't like Star Wars anyways. I was never a Star Wars nerd. Yeah, I was a different kind of nerd. I'm not saying I wasn't a nerd. Don't get me wrong. I ain't got nothing against nerds. Nerd. Just wasn't a Star Wars nerd. Where the fuck is my other glove? God damn it. There it is. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Danny Bot, what's up, man? Yeah, I think so. I mean, for me it is, anyways. Actually, I mean, I'll tell you a little secret. I use an app called Stremio. That's what I use. Strem, STREMIO. Takes a little bit of setting up, and whether or not it's completely, fully like legal is up to you. But it works, and it's easy to set up. Yeah, well, we oftentimes just watch stuff on Stremio. It's like if you ever watched if you ever saw, I remember something called Popcorn Time, right? There was like an application, and there was actually a hack way of like actually forcing this to install on was it the Xbox One? But then Xbox One finally came out with an update that made it not work anymore. But like you could install it through a browser on the Xbox One, and you could install the application, and it would actually go in, and then you could launch it. It's kind of interesting. But Popcorn Time was the app, and you could watch just about anything on like the Pirate Bay collection and like things like that. So it was like a torrent site. Yeah. Well, I mean, them canceling like the Stephen Colbert, like, and then and giving them a whole fucking year, right? Like, oh yeah, you're canceled next May, but you're canceled. Oh, I mean that right there. I mean, now you've got like now it's like the fucking gloves are off. Then a guy went on and he's like, Trump canceled me, so I have one thing to say to you, Trump. Go fuck yourself, right? Like literally, like Stephen Colbert just told Trump to go fuck himself. I mean, hey, can you blame him, dude? I mean, like, oh yeah, we're most transparent president ever, president of free speech. But you talk bad about me, you shut the fuck up, and you're off the air, motherfucker, right? Because I don't like the words that come out of your mouth. But hey, free speech, guys, free speech. Like, how can you not see it? I was watching a video today. It was about this lady was talking about how she's watching closely religions, right? And the church in particular, and how the church is kind of like, how the church pivots their angle constantly, all the time. She's talking more from a Mormon standpoint, but I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Church is church, really. Real, religion is religion. And when you practice in a house, and say this is the house of God and blah blah blah, and then start to fucking try to stick your hand into politics as well, right? Like in order it becomes corrupt, right? You know what I mean? Like separation of church and state is, I think, an important aspect that should be respected, especially on the foundings of this country. And if we're really told that we're to be a free people, then that means that we should be a free people, right? We should have the freedom to say and do the things we want to do, right? Not freedoms like where, oh, okay, well, yeah, you're free to be a Muslim, but if you get caught, you're going to go to jail. That's not freedom, right? You know what I mean? Like that isn't the type of freedom. Like we escaped because of the control of religion, right? Like the corruption that had came within the church and had spread its fucking roots throughout the government, right? And then like ultimately that's kind of why we came here, right? Because like, religion was starting to force its hand upon people, and people didn't like that, right? Whether or not they believed or not, right? Like it's like I believe, but I don't believe the way you do. You know what I mean? Like we can believe and believe differently, right? Like we're allowed to have different beliefs, but like, and so people fucking fled and they came over to the United States to seek out freedom, to be able to do, what they wanted to do, and come over here and, claim what they're told was claim land, but ultimately steal fucking land, right? Like that's really what happened. Oh, look at all this free land, guys. A whole fucking country of it where these people just run around. Nobody claimed shit yet, Like they haven't claimed none of this. It's crazy. It's just woods. They don't no buildings, no nothing. They haven't claimed anything. Like the Indians are like, no. This is our hunting land. Like, what do you mean we have? This is our land. How we claim? We live here. And then white people started putting up houses, and the Indians are just like, "The fuck are you doing?" And the white people were like, "Hey, here, have a turkey. Let's call it good, right? Thanksgiving. Woo! Now get the fuck off my land." Oh, baby. I mean, there's a lot of different ways you could paint the, the story of how we got here. But I mean, I think the one truth that we can just never really escape is the fact that we did steal this fucking land from people that already lived here. Just because their version of civilized was different, or not as advanced yet, or whatever. You know what I mean? Then all of a sudden they're savages, right? And when they try to protect themselves, then they're the bad ones, I wonder if there will ever be. You think there will ever be a time on Earth where poverty will be pretty much non-existent, and everybody will actually be able to live comfortably? and for the most part safely, with completely equal rights, equal treatment, equal rights, equal rules, equal enforcement, equal everything. I mean, well, one person isn't better than anybody else. Even if, I mean, so, maybe certainly somebody does something more valuable than somebody else. Okay, does that make that person more valuable? I mean, not necessarily. I mean, yeah, I mean, certainly, you could argue the case that, like, a scientist that develops, some kind of life-saving medicine or something like that, that's done something that has saved thousands and thousands and thousands of people. You know what I mean? But like, in the end, they're just a human being, really. Like, they aren't any different than anybody else, right? It's just, they had the means, the capability, and the mindset to be able to figure this shit out. So, I mean, I guess in some way, yeah, that person holds a little more value to humanity than, your average Joe, right? But like, sometimes I think we look at it different. That like like we are just a larger entity, right? Like, and the accomplishments of one man should benefit the many, right? You know what I mean? Like in these kind of cases, right? Like, yeah. So if you find a life-saving disease, should you then be elevated to this okay, now you're a fucking millionaire. Woo, you fucking earned that. Yeah, now everybody else gets to live in fucking poverty. But like, was that the idea of creating this life-saving thing, was to become a millionaire and allow other people to live in poverty while companies bank off your fucking money, off your recipe? You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I mean, the greed comes into play, and it's just, I mean, what do you do? What the fuck can you do? Greed is the problem. It really is. And this fucking heat today is the problem, I think, It's hot. Okay, are you ready? I'm ready. I'm not ready. Oh. Oh man. I mean, I saw one of these guys that was talking, one of these AI, CEOs, talking about how AI is going to take people's jobs, right? If you think your job is safe from AI, think again, right? Machines can be built to do incredible things. They can get into places that people can't. They can be equipped with tools and things and stuff like that to perform the same or similar tasks that a human would do, right? With ultimately more accuracy and more efficiency. Now, I mean, sure, there can be errors along the way, right? But I mean, with people too. People make mistakes. But it's just kind of wild, right? Like, I mean, I've seen now, you know how you have like vacuums that like little Roombas, right? That run around and vacuum the floors and shit like that, right? Like, stores, places, businesses, all kinds of things will kind of get these little like Roomba things, and install them in places where they're like under shelving and that kind of shit. And they just kind of like, you don't ever see them. They come out at night and they do their shit. And they run around and, clean the floors. I mean, now they've got these same types of things, but for yards. I mean, dude, just think about that, right? Like you could get like a little like type of like, say, box or cubby underneath a deck, or in a shed or off to the side of a shed or something like that, with like a outdoor capable type of docking bay, right, where this lawnmower could essentially go and hook itself up, right? And I mean, you could have a fucking lawnmower that just runs around and mows your yard and does everything for you on a regular basis. You would never forget. It would never be late. I mean, maybe if it was raining, it could be like, no, it's raining. I'm going to check again in another hour. And every now and again, it just pokes its little head out and checks to see if the rain has subsided or whatever. I mean, there's just like, jobs are not safe, man. Nobody's job is safe. No. No, I have not. Did you? Is it over? Yeah, I think I'm fucking done. I might do some flies, but we did our 3 sets of these. It's so fucking hot, bro. I'm just gonna go to sleep like this. Dude, that would suck. If you actually like fell asleep like this, you know how bad that would, like, you'd wake up and you'd just be like, oh my god, I'm so fucking sore. Maybe you'd feel good. I don't know. Oh. Yeah, no, I didn't install it. My kid was wanting to, and then he found out he had to turn on a secure boot, and he didn't know how. I don't know if he ever. I was like, well, you just gotta look it up and see. I'm not exactly sure. You'd have to look in your BIOS. It's a BIOS setting somewhere in there. Check it out. So he's still in that phase where, a little bit unfamiliar with PCs and kind of like, oh, I don't want to mess anything up in the BIOS, and, scared to do something. When ultimately, realistically, I mean, like, dude, as long as you can access your fucking BIOS, bro, like, yeah, I know, dude. Like, you always got to have some weird shit going. Dude, tell me about it. It's like, oh yeah, game up. PC, yeah, man. Oh, the PC master race. Fucking people, they go crazy. But then, like, you get on PC and you're like, wait a minute. I like special drivers required for Call of Duty. What? Huh? Why? Huh? I mean, like, at one point in time, dude, I had to install special drivers for Call of Duty so that I could play. And then over time, Call of Duty made some updates and, you know, just kind of like finally allowed for, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, and then, certain games, like, I mean, look, it doesn't make any sense, man. Like some of the games that I have, I can't even play, dude. Like Ark Survival Ascended. I can't even play it because it just doesn't want to play on my system. And like, I mean, I should have everything that I need to play Ark Survival Ascended, but no. Every time I try, can't do it. Like there's always something, you know what I mean, with some game or another. And just like the amount of troubleshooting that I've had to do just to get a game working sometimes, you know, it's really fucking ridiculous, dude. Usually always a workaround or a solution out there if you're willing to look and dig in, you know, and have enough knowledge, understanding of what people are talking about. You know, you get on some forum, you know, or Reddit forum, you know, and you know somebody's likely to have encountered the same or a similar type of issue caused by, you know, or you know, something close enough to be kind of like, okay, well that might be the same thing, or you know, like I mean, dude, troubleshooting to the extent that it exists within games, really, you know, you're right, it shouldn't exist. You know, if you have an NVIDIA GPU, and like, you know, I mean, you should be able to play anything, man, without a hassle. But it always is, dude. And then, and then, and then mods. Oh God, the mods, dude. Then you get into fucking mods. Holy shit. There's a whole nother headache. Whole nother headache, dude. Mods. Oh, baby. I think I gotta take a shower, man. Oh man, I think I might jump off and take a shower, dude. I'm fucking sweaty. It's hot. Like, I'm cooked. Cooked? Yep. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I might play some games today. I'm not sure. Yeah. I was gonna say that one just hit Game Pass, right? Yeah, I was pretty sure. I think we bought that game. I think my kid bought it on the Xbox, but I'm pretty sure he bought it like on his account. Yeah, I got Game Pass Ultimate. That's the one I have. That is the one, man. Yeah, Game Pass is. Yeah, they got a lot of good games on there. They do have a lot of good ones, man. I mean, like, okay, you got Sea of Thieves, which is pretty fun. You know that. I mean, maybe not right now as a solo player. Like, you have to have a group of friends who know what the fuck they're doing to be able to actually play and live. But like, if you do, it can be a really fun game, right? Sea of Thieves will forever and always kind of be a fun one. They do have the peaceful seas as well, so you can kind of do limited stuff with like a solo crew. What? No. So yeah, I mean, I have an Xbox too, right? Yeah, I do. The way that it works, man, with their system. So game sharing. It isn't really game sharing, right? It's like family sharing, right? Now, the reason it's family sharing is because it's actually intended to be done within the same household, right? It actually, yeah. But look, here's what I'm saying. See, like, you're not supposed to do that shit, bro. Shh. Family sharing. Okay, you hear me? Feel me? Bro, no, you don't. It's not game. Stop calling it that, bro. You're going to get it taken away from us. It's family sharing. And you get to change your home console 5 times a year, or you get to change your home PC 5 times a year. It's not intended for sharing with your friends. Be careful doing that, bro. But
The guy here for his inspection or whatever, he said our backyard that fence he was talking about.
oh, okay. Whatever. That's fine. But no, I'm just giving you a hard time. I know exactly what you're talking about, dude. But no, look. Microsoft specifically states within like the verbiage within that like little thing that you agree to when you do that stuff is that it isn't actually meant because in order to do that, what do you have to do? You have to either go to your friend's place, right? Sign in your account, and then like go into the settings and make it the home console, right? Then you go back over to your house on your console and you just sign in through your account, right? So now, if you ever have a friend come over to your house, right, and they have their own account and they sign in and they want to play a game that you own, they can't do it unless you make your Xbox the home console again, right? And so ultimately, what will end up happening, like if you use this too casually, you'll end up not being able to switch your home console back to your fucking console. And it'll get stuck on your friend's console, right? Like, because your friend will log in and be like, oh shit, I can't play that game. Let me take back home console or something, right? And they do it, and they take back the home console for the last time. And like, then it's like they own your fucking shit, bro. I mean, you can still play it, but like if you ever wanted to play it with like one of your friends at your house, you never could. Not until the year expires, right? It isn't meant to be friendly sharing. It's meant to be family sharing. Like for people who travel, right? And things like that, right? That's what it, or people who have like, kids at home, right? Like, so I have a family here, right? All my kids, right? So what I do is I make my Xbox here at the that everybody plays the home Xbox, right? The one that's in their bedroom that has all the games and everything. The one that they play is in their bedroom, home Xbox. The one in me and my wife's room hooked up to my TV, I sign in on my account, right? And so because it's like that, my wife and I can never fucking play games together that would require her to sign in. You see what I mean? Because like she can't now sign in on that Xbox because she doesn't have a gold account, right? And the same exact thing goes with PCs, right? So like my kid's PC, Jaden's, his PC is technically the home computer because that's where all the kids play. So that way they can have access to my Xbox library for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, right? Family sharing. That's what it's called. Don't call it game sharing with friends because Xbox will get onto it and they will shut it the fuck down, dude. Like, don't spread that word around, right? That's not what it's actually for. And I don't want it to go away. So you're just family sharing with close homies, with your bros. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what my brother does too, dude. My brother, he set well, that whatever, that doesn't matter, bro. That shit don't matter. Like I'm just saying, like it isn't it's a family sharing type of thing, right? That's what it's meant to be. And that's what my brother does too, dude. He has like he can't he just signed in on our Xbox and logged in and set this Xbox to the home console. That way, like whenever he bought games, the kids could play them, dude. You know what I mean? Like, and like he knew that. Like he didn't have no fucking reason to have share games with his friends. Like all his friends bought the games as well. Like so they didn't have a need to fucking share games. Like he had the same games all his friends had. You know what I mean? Hey, so he was more than happy, and he's been game sharing with the kids for fucking years, dude. Years, bro. Since he was like probably like 10 as long as I've had Xbox. I swear, man, my Xbox account is so fucking old. I wish there was a time way back, okay, long time ago, with the Xbox 360. I had an issue and I wasn't playing Xbox, right? So I canceled my gold membership on the console, right? I like canceled it there, right? And somehow, some way, like it didn't go through, or maybe it was like my credit card or my debit card like expired, and I just never fucking cared enough to do anything. I was like, I just cancel my Xbox membership because it's like new bank card, whatever. I wasn't playing Xbox, right? And then finally, I was like, well, I want to play Xbox again, right? And so I logged back in, and I tried to log back in, and my account had been like suspended, right? And so I called Xbox, and they're like, oh yeah, you owe us like $300. I'm like, what do you mean I owe you $300? They're like, well, you never canceled your account. I'm like, I mean, like you guys don't have my bank account anymore, so you're like, why are you still billing me anyway? And I ended up like I didn't pay it, um but the only option for them at the time was to delete that account. That was like it. They were like, well, we can't give you the account back because it's been disabled and locked down, and so unfortunately all we can do is just delete this account and any debts associated with it. And I was like, well, okay, whatever. So they had to do that, right? And that's when I started Psycho Commando. And so that was like years and years and years ago. Like long time ago. Beginning of like the Xbox 360 time. It was crazy, dude, right? I mean, yeah, I think is it all just Game Pass Ultimate of some, or is it all just some form of Game Pass? Isn't it now? I think they just changed it, right? They have like, you have like Game Pass Core, right? Standard Core, or maybe it's Core and Standard and Plus and Pro and Ultimate. I think there's 4 levels, dude. Oh, and PC only, right? So you have like Game Pass, Standard, Core, PC only, and Ultimate. I think that's it. So like I think that's the 4 tiers that they have. Yeah, you can play games without Xbox Live capabilities. And also like one thing to keep in mind is like for a long time there, Xbox was giving away. I don't know if you remember when they had games with gold. Do you remember that? And like every month, every 2 weeks, they would give away 2 new games, right? And so Game Pass games with gold, they gave away a bunch of fucking games, all right? And so, but they canceled that a long time ago when they like started doing this Game Pass like tiered thing. They like phased out games with gold. And when they phased out games with gold, they gave a bunch of Xbox 360 games out for free, like 5 or 6 of them. And they were like, "Here, have these," right? They're like, we canceled games with gold, so here's a bunch of free Xbox 360 games. Like 6. That's a bunch. So, but all right, here's the deal. Here's what games with gold was. So like games with gold, the games you got with games with gold are tied to your Xbox Live account, right? So if you don't maintain your Xbox Live account, you won't be able to play your games with gold. Like I believe it's still that way, right? So any game that you got from a games with gold thing, right? Any one of those free games that they gave away, if your Xbox ever goes offline, you may not like and if your Xbox Live ever gets canceled or whatever, right? Like or you stop paying it, you won't be able to play games with gold anymore until you revalid like pay up your bill, you know? Now, on Xbox 360 there was a way to fucking spoof this, right? So what you would do is if you knew that you were going to cancel your gold account, your gold membership, what you would do is you would go into the system settings and you would like while you had games with gold, while you had access to all your Xbox Live games, and you would take your console offline. And then you would shut it down, right? And then like you could let your account expire and then you would turn it back on and you would be disconnected from the internet and it would never know that you canceled your membership. So according to your Xbox console, you still have gold, you're just not online. It actually worked, dude. Pretty fucking clever method, and it worked. And you could play your arcade games and all those things. Like it was just a way that you could like continually have access to your libraries if you were like in a tight situation and you couldn't afford to keep your game pass current for that month or something. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, for a while, bro, I would just do you know, Xbox Game Pass was like $10, right? It was like $10 a month. And if you were like smart about it, right? You could get on those web searches with Google, with Bing, and you could start searching the fucking internet with Bing every month, bro, and just make sure you did your 10 daily searches, search some stupid ass shit, do their fucking stupid daily quizzes, right? All that stuff. Just spend like 5 minutes a day and literally go through there. And at the end of the month, you could probably have nearly $15 worth of points, right? That you could then cash in for a $10 Xbox gift card and use that to go and purchase Xbox Gold. Like, and then they started just giving you access to Xbox Gold Live memberships, right? Like, so we were able to do that. But I mean, still to this day, bro, if you go on to Bing and hook up your Microsoft account, you can actually start searching the internet using Bing and stuff like that and earning rewards. Yeah. So okay, what you do, bro, is you go on Bing Rewards, search Bing Rewards. Okay, go to Bing Rewards, link your Microsoft account to it, right? You literally just sign in with your Microsoft account. Like it's already like part of Microsoft, so you just gotta like kind of like sign in on there to enable your rewards, right? And then the instructions are all there, bro. Just look it up and see. Every like they have different things that you can do every fucking day and stuff like that. You can do web searches, you can do this, you can do that. You know, you get like 5 points for this, 5 points for that, right? Within like 5 or 10 minutes, you know, like you can literally do the whole day's task list, right? Web searches. I mean, and if Bing is just the thing that you use, you know, like it'll just happen naturally, right? But like I typically use like Google or some other browser search thing or something else. But like if I was, you know, and so yeah, dude, you can do that. And then you can go in there. They have a whole fucking redemption store where you can redeem your rewards. You can build those motherfuckers up. Like I think I have like 55,000 Microsoft points right now, dude. You know, like and that equates to like close to like $30, I think, in like redemptions. Like if I were to get like gift cards or something. So like it's pretty decent. You know what I mean? Like I mean I have like yeah. So you're a little newbie. But yeah, do the things, dude. Do the daily tasks. Over time, it'll add up, right? Over time, it adds up, keeps adding up, keeps adding up. I mean, if you can find a reason to use Bing and do some web searches, right? If you're like, oh man, I got to do some research on something, right? Or, you know, I want to look for a recipe. Like, fuck, dude, use Bing. You know what I mean? Get yourself some fucking points, right? Like it's, I mean, it's easy. You know, you get the same fucking results as Google. I mean, come on, man, it's the same shit. Just Microsoft's version. Like, go to the rewards, Yeah, there's like there should be a redeem thing. You can't convert them to money directly, but you can buy gift cards for like game, like Xbox Game Pass, Xbox currency gift cards, right? Like you could buy like a $20 gift card for Xbox that will go directly to your account, right? You know what I mean? Like it's literally like applies it directly to your Microsoft account. And then you'll be like, okay, redeem this. Like within a matter of seconds, you're like looking at Xbox store on your console, and it's like you have $20 to spend. You know, like hell yeah, woo! So it's like that, right? Or you can buy their merch or things like that, but you can't technically like just cash it out for money. They're not going to do that. You know what I mean? But it is in a sense. I mean, you know, you can get yourself a game. I mean, that's $50 you didn't have to spend, bro. You know, I mean, maybe it took you 6 months to earn all the fucking points for something like that. I mean, you could do the math, dude, and you can think about it, right? If you can earn, yeah, same thing, same deal, bro. It's the same deal. Xbox Live has achievements that you can do. So you can play games to earn rewards, right? They give you like little missions. Yeah, it's the same deal. Same thing. So like when you do points on Bing, they'll be applied to the same. It'll just add to that 3,800. Same system. Yep. So I mean, think about it, right? Like if you can earn $10 to $15 worth of like Xbox currency a month by like just doing this stuff, then I mean it'll only take you like 5-6 months, dude, to get enough money for a fucking game. Well, Google never. I mean, I don't think Google's ever had like a Microsoft points thing, and maybe they have. Maybe they did something with like Google Play Store or something, but they haven't ever done anything like this. Xbox Rewards has been around for years, dude. Years. They've been like if somebody would have been like banking off their points, and like saving them, like you would probably have like $1,000, like if you got. I mean, I don't know when it started. I mean, let's see. Uh, when did Bing rewards start? And if somebody started immediately, how much money would they have right now in currency? I I don't know, dude. It'd be see, because like okay, so all right, so basically this is how much you would have if you had started at the very beginning, right? So there's bonuses and there's other things like that, right? So like if a person had started at 2010 when Bing released Bing Rewards, they would have an estimated value of somewhere between 500 to $2,000 based on activity and rewards and bonuses that they might have gotten and other things like purchases and stuff like that that are kind of hard to account for, right? Because like so every dollar that you spent for a while, like in the Microsoft, like it earns you like Bing rewards, like on the Microsoft store, that earns you Bing rewards, right? So like for a while, I think they were running some things where it was like dollar for dollar. So like if I bought an Xbox 360 on the Xbox store, then I got what, like $500 in Bing rewards, or 500, not $500, but 500 Bing rewards, which I mean, isn't ultimately all that much, but I mean, it's a bonus that adds up. So in 10 years, a person low end, if they collected everything, right, just basically collected everything, no bonuses or anything like that, right, they were pretty much just as active as they could be, $500, right? If they were fucking super on top of it and they were going after bonuses and they were doing the Xbox quests and like all of this shit, right? And like, all the like everything that they possibly could, and shopping on the store actively for items that they wanted and then they needed and things like that, then you could easily have like, $2,000 plus worth of like exchange points. Do you know what I mean? If you hadn't touched it, if you had never exchanged it. So it adds up, dude. I mean, that you got to think in mind, that's like what, it's like 2025. So that's 15 fucking years ago, right? 15 years, $2,000. That's not very much money a year, right? But still, it's enough. It's enough to keep you fucking, getting a free, Xbox subscription here and there, you know. I mean, I was able to maintain, like, I was able to maintain my Xbox thing with it. It was a grind to do it, but like for a long time, I mean, for probably like almost a year, dude, I paid my Xbox Gold account with Bing rewards. Like I that's what I did. I would pay them with Bing rewards. My wife wouldn't let me fucking get Xbox Live. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna grind Bing rewards. And I did, dude. And it worked, bro. Yeah. I feel like they don't really like to do that, you know, like they like to give you almost like an almost option, but they don't like to give you an option to fully support your play, you know? Like, I mean, and I mean, what a great thing, though, right? You know what I mean? Like, if I can go out and use your systems enough to where it's valuable enough for you to be able to give me a free month of fucking Game Pass, you know, then I mean, dude, that's I mean, I see that as a perfectly fair trade, you know. But ultimately, our time isn't all that valuable to them. They don't really give a flying fuck about it, and you know, they would rather have our money than our time, right? You know, so they just want money. Like, you know, you look at like for example, I mean, look at Fortnite. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever, a person could play Fortnite. You could have bought like me, like myself, right? You could have bought a Game Pass for Fortnite like 4 years ago, right? And then never bought another one again. But have managed to make enough points throughout Fortnite seasons that you do actually decide to get the Game Pass on to be able to get enough points back and some, right? Without having to spend any extra cash and be able to continually play game, like be able to continually get Game Pass month after month after month after month. Right now, you try to do that on Call of Duty, and no, they give you like fuck all, bro. They don't give you jack shit for the fucking like for currency, right? It's stupid, dude. They don't give you fuck all. Oh, dude. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. All right. Well, I think I might jump off, man. I'm gonna jump off, take a shower, eat some lunch, and then maybe I might be back on, but I don't know. There's no promises there. Okay, it's always kind of a random maybe. But I'm gonna go kill the stream.